The best value product Hasbro's Beyblade X has to offer has to be the dual pack. But when it comes to the competitive viability of the parts included, some dual packs give you more value compared to others. Have you been wondering which ones are the best? Well, don't worry, my double dinosaurs, because I, your Canadian Beyblade boy ZB, have come up with the list of the top 5 best dual packs as of Wave 3. At number 5, we have the Gale Wyvern Sword Drawn Dual Pack from Wave 3. This dual pack includes the Gale Wyvern 360 Taper and Sword Drawn 380 Ball Beyblades. Looking at the first Beyblade, Gale Wyvern is a high stamina blade with some defensive capabilities. While it isn't a popular blade, it has seen some success in stationary defense combos with the needle and high needle bit, which is honestly even a surprise for me, but it's always cool to see some underrated blades get some glory. 360 is a great all-rounder ratchet for this 60 height, and is overall one of the better ratchets to have in your arsenal, making it a great inclusion in this dual pack. Taper is one of the best aggressive balance type bits in the game, with some people even saying it's the best. Its high speed with more stamina compared to your usual attack type bit makes the Taper bit a great bit to have. Looking at the second Beyblade in the dual pack, the Sword Drawn blade is a solid attack type blade, especially when brand new. Plus, it's in a cool black recolor this time. Since Sword Drawn's attack capabilities tend to drop when it's worn down, it's good to have multiples of this Beyblade if you really like using it. The 380 ratchet is an okay ratchet that's solid if you want to use the 80 height. And the ball bit is a big selling point for this dual pack, in a cool black recolor as well. The ball bit, despite being the first stamina bit in Beyblade X, is still considered by many to be the best stamina bit, or at the very least in the top tiers. Overall, the Gale Wyvern Sword Drawn Dual Pack is a great dual pack, and definitely a must-have for beginners, with no part in this pack being something I would consider bad. Really, the only negative I have for this dual pack is that this is a Wave 3 release, with every part already being released in prior waves in equally or even higher value products. As a result, if you are someone that's been following Beyblade X for a while, you most likely already have most, if not all, of these parts. At number 4, we have the Chain Incendio Aero Wizard Dual Pack from Wave 1. This dual pack contains the Chain Incendio 560 High Taper and Aero Wizard 460 Needle Beyblades. Looking at the first Beyblade, the Chain Incendio blade is a balance type blade great in stamina and defense combos. Being the successor of the popular Scythe Incendio, I would say Chain Incendio is kind of underrated. While it doesn't have the offensive capabilities Scythe Incendio has, Chain Incendio is still great in stationary combos and is a great blade to have. The 560 ratchet is the best ratchet you can get from any of the dual packs, and considering we are in Wave 3, and this dual pack from Wave 1 is still the only dual pack to have a ratchet of this caliber, says a lot about the quality of this release. The 560 ratchet gives the blade using it better stamina and defense. In the world of ratchets, 560 is definitely in the top tiers, so having this part is a must-have. The high taper bit is like the taper bit, but more aggressive and with less stamina. It's not as popular as Taper, but if you are a Taper fan, High Taper is a good secondary bit to have in your deck. Looking at the second Beyblade, we have the Aero Wizard Blade, which is a high stamina blade with some strong burst resistance. While most bladers tend to choose Scythe Incendio over Aero Wizard for stamina combos, Aero Wizard found success in defense combos with Needle and High Needle, and even some niche attack type combos with Flat. The 460 ratchet is mainly useful for its height, as the thicker 4 points is seen as a negative since it can cause the blade using it to be more likely to burst. That being said, it isn't a must-avoid ratchet, and if you must use it, it's not that bad. And the needle bit is the original defense type bit in Beyblade X. It has some decent stamina, but its claim to fame comes from allowing the blade using the needle bit to be able to tank some heavy hits that would normally cause a knockout finish. Overall, this dual pack mainly has okay to solid parts, but what really pushes this dual pack into a must-have level is the Chain Incendio blade, which is great in stamina and defense type combos, and even more so, the 560 ratchet, which is one of the best ratchets in the game, and as of Wave 3, is the best ratchet you can get out of any of the dual packs. At number 3 we have the Tail Viper Sword Drawn Dual Pack from Wave 1, which includes the Tail Viper 580 Orb and Sword Drawn 360 Flat Beyblades. Looking at the first Beyblade, Tail Viper is a blade that sees most of its use in attack type combinations. While not the best attacker in the game, it does a decent of enough job to see some success on the flat and taper bit. 580 is one of the better 80 height ratchets in the game. The 5-sided design gives the blade using it better stamina and defense. If you want to use the 80 height ratchet, then 580 is the way to go. The orb bit is the biggest selling point for this dual pack, and why many consider this the best dual pack from Wave 1. The orb bit is pretty much Ball 2.0, and as a result is one of the best stamina bits in the game. Stamina-focused bladers tend to use orb as the secondary stamina bit in their deck. Some would say the orb bit is a bit more on the defensive side when compared to the ball bit, but nevertheless, orb is a definite must-have bit, and this dual pack is currently the only way to get the orb bit, making this dual pack a must-have. Looking at the second Beyblade, we get Sword Drawn in its stock 360 flat combo, but in a cool red recolor. Sword Drawn is a great attack type blade. That being said, the 360 ratchet is a good low height ratchet to have, and the flat bit is the baseline attack type bit of Beyblade X, with its speed and extreme dash capabilities making the flat bit a must have in Beyblade X. Overall, this dual pack being the only way to obtain the powerful orb bit already makes this dual pack a must have. But with all the other parts ranging from okay to great, that adds a lot of value to this dual pack. At number 2 we have the Beat Tyranno Knife Shinobi Dual Pack from Wave 3. This dual pack contains the Beat Tyranno 470 Quake and Knife Shinobi 480 High Needle Beyblades. Let's cut straight to the point. This is an extremely hyped up dual pack due to the inclusion of the Beat Tyranno blade. Beat Tyranno is a heavy attack type blade which is considered the best attack type blade in Beyblade X, or at the very least in the top 3. What added to this blade's aura is that in Takara Tomy it was pretty expensive to get, being released as a prize Beyblade in a random booster and as a part of a big set. As a result, this Hasbro release is the cheapest way in the entire world to get Beat Tyranno. Put this blade on your 70 or 60 height ratchet and aggressive bit of choice and you're ready to cause some dino destruction. Alright, so this dual pack is a must-have with one of the best blades in the entire game. What else do we get to sweeten the deal? Well, Beat Tyranno does come with the 470 ratchet, and personally, I wouldn't use this ratchet due to the 4 sides. However, with the 70 height being kind of limited in Hasbro, if you really wanted to use it, you could. Next is the Quake bit. Initially, I wrote this part off as a silly gimmicky jumping bit that wouldn't amount to anything. That being said, it's still very aggressive and has high burst resistance, and as a result, it has seen some success in attack type combinations. The ridiculousness of it is just astounding and amazing. The second Beyblade is Knife Shinobi, which gets the award for being the first ever exact reprint of a Beyblade in Hasbro's Beyblade X. There's no recolor or part change, this is the exact same Shinobi that we saw in Wave 1. Knife Shinobi is a lighter version of Horn Rhino. This is one of the rare Beyblades that I can't find a winning combination with. That being said, Horn Rhino has been successful on aggressive combos, so perhaps putting Knife Shinobi on a bit like Rush or Flat will help. The best thing about Knife Shinobi is that the main character in the Beyblade X video game uses it. Knife Shinobi unfortunately comes with the 480 ratchet, which is a ratchet that hasn't really seen much success since the early days of Beyblade X when people were forced to use it. Thankfully, not all is lost with this Beyblade, because it comes with the High Needle bit, which is arguably the best defense type bit in Hasbro's Beyblade X, essentially acting as a needle with more stamina. Let's be real, Beat Tyranno carries this dual pack hard, but luckily we also get the high needle bit, which is a great defensive type bit. Quake is also a funny part to use, and Knife Shinobi is a good collector's piece due to it being an important blade in the video game. And at number 1 we have the Bite Croc Sting Unicorn Dual Pack from Wave 2. This dual pack contains Bite Croc 360 Low Flat and Sting Unicorn 460 Point. Bite Croc is an echo of Kill Shark that's a bit lighter. Even though it's lighter, just the fact that it's a copy of Kill Shark makes this blade a high tier attack type blade. Pretty much any combo that would work on Kill Shark will most likely work with Bite Croc, which is great because Bite Croc's stock combo is the exact same as Kill Shark's, that being 360 Low Flat. 360 is a great low height ratchet for Bite Croc to use. And Low Flat is one of the fastest bits in the game, and also a great part not only for Bite Croc, but for any attack type blade, as Low Flat is one of the best attack type bits in the game. The second Beyblade has a Hasbro exclusive recolor of the Sting Unicorn blade, which is a balance type blade that is solid in any type of combo you put it on. Attack, stamina, or defense, truly one of the best balance type blades out there. In a world with one wizard, however, Sting Unicorn is more popular in attack-type combos, ascending beyond the fall of its prime in stamina and defense combos. But even then, Sting Unicorn is no slouch in those type of combos. It does come with the 460 ratchet. While the 4 points aren't ideal, it's still a usable ratchet. And finally, the point bit, which is considered by many to be the best balance type bit in the game, and even the best bit in general. Depending on the angle it's in, it can have high attack potential or high stamina, making it great in combination with blades that hit hard, and wouldn't mind the extra stamina to hit hard for longer. For example, Sting Unicorn is one of the blades that greatly benefit from this bit, which is great since it comes with it. Overall, out of all the dual packs released, the Bite Croc and Sting Unicorn dual pack is the only one I can confidently say can just be opened up and be competitive right out of the box. Yes, 460 could be swapped with a different 60 height ratchet, but it's still usable, and every other part in this dual pack has some competitive use. Well, there you have it, the top 5 best dual packs in Hasbro's Beyblade X. I would like to give a shout out to the Kill Shark Knife Shinobi dual pack, which I would put at number 6, due to it having the Kill Shark blade and the flat and high needle bit, which are all great parts. But anyways, this has been your Canadian Beyblade boy ZB. If you liked the video, hit the like button, or don't, I'm not the boss of you, but be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get updated whenever I upload. Until next time, see ya!